And we are back with one more member from the Mankato FFA chapter. Olivia Seberg is with us. Olivia is a senior. Olivia, do you live right in Mankato or out of town? Where do you live?
I live on the edge of Madison Lake.
Okay. So is that on a farm site at all or on a farm?
It's on a little hobby farm.
You're president of one of the two presidents of the chapter, one from East, one from West. Can you share with us who the chapter officers are?
Okay, so for chapter officers, there's the presidents. It's me, Olivia Seberg, and then Bryn Bolke for West. And then we have our vice presidents, which is Jenna Kilchin and then Hilaria Ponce. And then we have our secretaries, which is Tori Jens, Ashley Sheldon, and then Madeline. She's for West. And then we have our treasurers. We have Marcus Moore. And then we have our other students who are like our chapter officers, which is Sophie Dauk and then Jacob Moore.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that. And of course, your advisor is?
Ethan Dado.
All right, thanks. And what is this, like the second year of FFA in Mankato?
Yep, it is, since we've been rechartered.
All right, that is great. You're getting your state degree. Congratulations on that. That's I think it's only 5% of FFA members get their state degree. What kind of things have you done that you had to share on an application that allowed you to get your state degree in FFA?
So for some of the requirements for a state degree, you had to put in over 300 hours of SAE work. For mine, it was restoring a aquaponics system in my greenhouse, which is growing plants without soil. And then we also had to put in 4 years of worth of agriculture classes. But since I took 2 years of agriculture classes yesterday, and then not yesterday, last year, and then 2 years of agriculture classes this year, I got it done in 2 years instead of 4. So I was faster than average students. So yeah, you just have to share mainly how many hours you did, different projects you were included in your community. You have to be very active. And then obviously you have to do some work on your SAE, which is the main portion of that degree.
I know that you've been on the fish and wildlife team, also floriculture. I wanted to ask about the FFA Greet and Meet project that you do at the school. Share that with us, please.
Okay, so in October, for like the beginning of the school year, we'll just, the officers will put on a little event just to get more knowledge out to the public. So what we did is we made posters, we put it up, advertised. And then we had pizza and games that day. We just set up the Mankato East halls. And then we brought in some students. We got to talk to them personally on our experience with FFA, what we've done, like our possibilities for where we go in the future. And so that was just one of the major things we covered. And then we also just played games with them. We had a little like rally of like who can do the best beanbag, whatever. And it was just fun. And we made some good memories with the new students.
Good project. Sounds really good. You received a $1,000 grant recently. How did you get that? What's that all about?
So the $1,000 SAE grant goes towards the SAE of your choice, which I put for my state degree. And so at the time you have to have like a struggle and you have to tell it out like what was happening on an application that you send into National FFA. So I talked about how my greenhouse aquaponics system broke and what the greenhouse meant to me. And then once I received the $1,000 grant, you have to like mark what you do with that $1,000, and then you have to use it all up in 1 year, and then you have to send that back to National FFA to see like the growth that you did knowledge-wise and physically. So what I did was I rebuilt my greenhouse, and then I also bought different equipment and fish with that. I bought 500 fish with the $1,000. And so I put that into my greenhouse, and it was just a really fun experience. And I think National FFA like seeing like the different things you could do with it, because aquaponics and hydroponics is just something that's not commonly heard of.
Okay, and probably got ahead of ourselves a little bit. Your SAE project, your supervised ag experience, it is what? Just give us a quick definition of what you got going.
My SAE project was aquaponics and rebuilding a 4,000 gallon aquaponics system, which include 500 tilapia fish.
Super. Good work. And where are you heading after high school?
I'm going to take a gap year and just continue working before I go off to MSU. I'm not decided on a major yet or anything. Yeah.
Any plans for the summer?
Just continue working.
All right. Olivia, it's been a pleasure talking to you and also to your FFA members, Hilaria and Bryn. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for your work at Mankato. We'll look forward to continuing to follow the progress of Mankato FFA chapter. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
It's going to wrap it up on our broadcast. Mankato FFA is our focus on this broadcast, part of our KNUJ State FFA Convention coverage, along with the members from the Mankato FFA chapter. This is Jim Bartles.